Hello and welcome to Suwanee, Georgia for the GHSA Boys Soccer 4A Championships. And boy, do we have a good one for you. We're at the Horn in the midst of a whiteout at Lambert High School, where the undefeated and top-ranked Lambert Longhorns host the one-loss Greenbrier Wolfpack. With Scott Janovitz, I'm Justin Hanover. And Scott, it's pretty fair to say we have the two best teams in 4A going at it here today.
Well, you don't get this far, Justin, without being an awfully impressive outfit. And boy, the Wolfpack have had a great year in 2012, 21-1 on the season. They have won 13 games in a row, and get this, haven't given up a single goal in postseason play. On the offensive end of the field, they rely heavily on their attacking midfielder, number 10, senior Reed Norton. Norton has, like I said, had an amazing year, 29 goals and 26 assists, leads his team in both categories. He has signed on with Georgia Southern to play at the next level. Also had a goal and an assist, Justin, in Greenbrier's 2-0 win over Stars Mill in the semifinals. And there you get a good look at Reed Norton there. In the goal, Wolfpack rely heavily on Zach Maxwell, another senior. In fact, only 3 seniors start in the Greenbrier first 11. Maxwell has 54 saves on the season, has allowed just 15 goals in 22 games, and that goes along with 9 shutouts. On the sideline, Chip Warren runs things for the Wolfpack. He has had a tremendous career, 13 seasons as head coach, 8 region titles, 3 Final Four, and 8 Elite 8 appearances for Chip Warren and the Greenbrier Wolfpack.
To the community, it'd be the first state championship in soccer at Greenbrier. We got 6 state championships in baseball, but we want to put our names on the map for soccer as well.
Quickly, Justin, a few keys to tonight's big-time 4A matchup. It'd be important for Greenbrier to score first. Both these teams have tremendous defenses. Of course, they wouldn't have gotten this far without them. And so the first goal will be huge tonight for Greenbrier. Got to continue to play outstanding defense. Like I said, haven't given up a single goal in postseason play. That'll be huge. Force Lambert into mistakes. The counterattack will be huge for Greenbrier when it comes to putting the ball in the back of the net. And then, of course, you've got to contain number 7. The guy Lambert fans have come to know as BK. Justin, you'll tell us more about BK. Quickly, the starting lineup for Greenbrier. Toombs will start at forward. The attacking midfield, Norton from left to right. Taihe, Wechter, Thompson, and then in the back you got Harris, Duye, Bon Jovi, Kundi, Ball, and of course Maxwell, the senior, in the goal.
And yes, Scott, you just talked about BK Kinta, one of the best players around. Lucky number 7, the junior, has scored 40 goals this season. Just think about that. 40 goals. They only played 22 games. Some teams don't even score 2 goals a game. He scored 2 of them in that 3-0 quarterfinal victory over McIntosh. The Longhorns a perfect 22-0, finished up 10-0 in the conference, and they only start 2 seniors, 3 juniors, and a phenomenal 6 sophomores. So they're going to be around for years to come. Not only do they score, but they defend. And they have one of the best keepers in the game. You see Michael Zambetti, one of the rare seniors. He's posted an amazing 15 shutouts on the season, boasts a .3 goals against average, and yes, that's .3, and he only had to make 2 saves against Marist in the semifinals. Chris Wilson in his 3rd season, the program only in its 3rd season. First year 15-4, then they moved to 4A. They went 18-2-1, and you see the pinnacle, the progression today, 21-0 coming in just this 3rd year. What would a championship mean to the coach? Well, here he is.
Well, I think, I'll start with the community. This is a young community, and last year our lacrosse team won state, and we just want to continue that level of excellence and building what we've started doing 3 years ago, and these young men deserve every bit of success that they get.
And that was Chris Wilson. In terms of the lineups, they're going to play a 4-4-2. So you have 4 in the back, 4 midfielders, 2 attackers. You see right there 2 center backs, Everett and Reeves, Hopper and Langley on the outside. The 4 midfielders from left to right, Davis, Bennett, Fandos, and Coughlin. And up front, the lethal combination, the junior BK Kinta and the sophomore Nick Caffaretta, who has 14 assists compared to Kinta's 40 goals. In terms of keys of the game, and we have a lot of them, you see the game beginning underway. Obviously score that first goal, and Lambert also, they want to force turnovers, they want to have high tempo and a ton of pressure. So you see underway, 15 seconds in, Lambert in white, Greenbrier in green. And again, with Scott Janovitz, I'm Justin Hanover on GHSA.TV, also on YouTube.
Yeah, Justin, and you really said it all in your preview. It's been absolutely a dream season for this Lambert team. Not only, like you said, just in its third year as a program and as a school overall. It's amazing. But to start just 2 seniors in your entire first 11 is absolutely incredible, plus 6 sophomores. So a team that, like you said, it's going to be awfully hard to deal with for the years to come.
And sometimes you get a matchup in a final that really shouldn't have been the final. But when you combine these teams at 42-1-1, I think the right 2 teams are here. Lambert with it at midfield, trying to go forward. You see BK Kinta, number 7. A couple of defenders. You know, he'll be a well-marked man. Could not dent the net in that victory, the 2-0 win over Marist. But like I said, he did score 2 in the revenge game against McIntosh. And remember, they were eliminated by McIntosh a year before, so that was a sweet victory here for the Longhorns.
You know, you see Lambert trying to get the ball out wide. They really like to attack with their outside midfielders, and there you see.
And that is to Kinta, and not called there. Center referee Chad Williams could have gone to the whistle, and that looked to be in the box for Kinta. Assistant referees Brandon Adams, Guido Gonzalez, and your 4th official, Alvin Johnston. So remember that, a minute and a half in, Kinta appeared to be somewhat taken down, very much in the area, and the referee let him play.
Well, not just that, but the keeper, Maxwell, looked like came very close, dangerously close to touching that ball outside of the box. Either way, those are the types of mistakes Greenbrier can't afford in their back defense, and of course number 7 almost capitalized.
And the 18 is the yellow, so that's going to be the yellow line going around. We see Kinta going forward, and well done there on defense to just kick it away. So 2.5 minutes in, state championship. Lambert at home, Greenbrier the visitor. Took about a 2-hour drive to get here this afternoon. As you mentioned, Scott, we have Greenbrier playing the 4-5-1. James Toombs, number 8, the lone forward. I do have a sneaky suspicion, though. Reed Norton, the attacking midfielder, will be pushing forward and helping out Toombs.
Yeah, he's sort of like a second forward for this Wolfpack team. Anytime you have 29 goals on the season, and like you said, just 22 games, you're spending a lot of your time on the forward or the attacking third of the field.
Sean Langley throwing that one in. He'll retrieve it and pull it down. Reed Norton there, number 10. Number 10, normally the center fielder, I should say center midfielder, Diego Maradona type, the guy that gets all the glory. And Reed Norton does wear that special number 10. Speaking of 10, there's Trexler Bennett in the white number 10. So Lambert with some early possession here. You said it, playing it out wide. Their game is to go wide, draw the defense, and push it back in. Luke Wechter, senior center midfielder. It's going to be a UNC Charlotte 49er in the future, just taken down there. The good ball, though, to keep possession. Logan Tyhe's involved, number 18, the freshman. 7 goals, 5 assists. Greenbrier pushes forward, well defended, though.
Yeah, good job there by number 14, settling that ball down in the defensive third and clearing it out.
Cooper Coughlin with it, the through ball to BK. And the run of play. Nicely saved, though. Good job by Zach Maxwell, the senior. You see already just 4.5 minutes in the impact that Bakausu Kinta can make, the junior, with 40 goals. Had a couple of them against McIntosh, and a good scoring chance right there.
Yeah, and you said it, a brilliant through ball from, I believe, number 18, Zach Davis, Lambert's right midfielder. A beautiful through ball to number 7, of course. Maybe a little too relaxed on that finish. Try to just place it in that right corner.
They were converging on him, so I'll give Kinta a little bit of a break. He couldn't really go to the outside. I think it was a good job defensively to converge. I think also Zach Maxwell came out nicely, and he really did cut the angle out. He read the play well. So still 0-0 here. A couple of good scoring opportunities for Lambert. They win the possession back. There's Cooper Coughlin. Coughlin, the sophomore right midfielder, 15 goals on the season. Ooh, and a good Adam Cundy right there, not called. As they try to bottle up the man from Gambia. It's Coughlin again, can't possess. So good first 5 minutes. Couple of opportunities for Lambert. Greenbrier, obviously 21-1, 13-0 coming in conference. They're here for a fight.
Yeah, and you said it. Looked like BK might have gotten rid of that ball a little too soon, but also Maxwell did a great job of coming out there, closing down that angle.
Luke Wechter starting this one to Reed Norton. They switch it left to right.
Talked before the game to Coach Wilson of Lambert, and he mentioned how important it would be to force Greenbrier to play the ball backwards, not allow them to be too offensive in what they're doing with the soccer ball. And thus far, you have to give a lot of credit to Lambert because they've done just that. Not a lot of possession from the boys in green.
Not yet, but it's still a feeling out stage. The nerves should be gone about now. You see the impact, though, Kinta can make, number 7. They're definitely manning up on him, but Kinta's going to come back and forth and not let him just stick one man on him. Good long ball here. Logan Tahi. And that's just sent long to Kinta. 4 fellas in green, though, basically around him.
And this right midfield battle, I'll tell you, it's between the two number 18s is going to be an interesting one to watch because Zach Davis has found a lot of space on this right side of the field for Lambert, and I think it could end up hurting Greenbrier as the game continues.
And a good ball up to James Toombs right there. Just a little bit out of his reach. Toombs dangerous. 19 goals. He had a goal in the semis against Stars Mill. Greenbrier, their 4 playoff victories, 4-0 against Hardaway, 2-0 against Chattahoochee. That was a revenge game. Remember, the Wolfpack lost 5-0 last year in the playoffs against the Hooch. They came back with revenge. Then in a real physical battle, they outclassed Tucker 4-0, and that last game, the 2-0 win over Stars Mill. So like you said earlier, Scott, they've yet to allow a goal here in the playoffs.
Yeah, both teams have been absolutely dominant in postseason play. 12-0, Greenbrier's outscored its opponents. And then on the other side of things, Lambert has a 17-2 advantage in goals in postseason play.
And the interesting part about that is Cooper Coughlin throws it in. The 2 goals they've allowed were in the first 2 games. 7-1 against Loganville, 5-1 against Richmond Hill. Then they really hunkered down. The revenge game against McIntosh 3-0, and then they beat Marist, giving up only 2 shots, 2-0. So the defense surprisingly gave up the goals in the games that they were up by a bunch, where they were much better.
Yeah, in a way, sort of relaxing and somewhat playing down to the level of your competition.
When you're up 5-6-0, there's exactly. So it's a good battle so far. 31.5 minutes to go in the first half, still 0-0. Greenbrier pushing forward. The Lambert defense, though, standing tall. Nothing much there. You see Michael Zambetti. What an amazing, amazing year for the senior. 15 shutouts. Credit the defense, though. Only 2 saves needed, like I said, against Marist, and a .3 goals against average. There's Kinta down the left side, and nothing much doing.
But there, again, if you see far post, Zach Davis, again, wide open. Way too much space, in my opinion, on that right side of the field for Lambert. And I know it hasn't hurt Greenbrier just yet, but it's something definitely to watch for.
And it's something that shouldn't be, because when you think about this 4-5-1 formation, I'm not going to say they're playing defensively, because I don't think they are. But you're certainly clogging things up as we see Greenbrier going forward. You're clogging things up.
Yeah, absolutely.
You have 4 in the back, and then you play 5 in the midfield. Even with that Reed Norton attacking, you have enough bodies there where you better not have a gap on that far the weak side. So if you're seeing something early, that's not a good sign. An adjustment really does need to be made. Some physical play going on right there. Chad Williams making the call. Lambert with the free kick. See number 14, That's Brendan Everett, one of the captains, scored a goal in the semis. He'll be going to the University of Georgia, not playing soccer though. He's just gonna go to hit the books and have some fun. That's sent in. And Kinta's there, and he puts it in. So there's the first goal allowed by Greenbrier, and it is a tough play by Zach Maxwell. The long ball sent in, and Kinta with goal number 41.
Yeah, both coaches before the game talked at length about capitalizing on mistakes made in the defensive third of the field. That time you saw it right there. It was a tough play for Maxwell. Either way, he didn't come up with the ball cleanly, and Kinta was right there to tip it in. Just a great hustle play from number 7, BK the junior. And that's what his 41st goal on the season.
41st, 10 minutes in, 29.5 to go here in the first half, and that is a huge goal because you have a Wolfpack team who's fairly young. They've won 13 in a row. They haven't allowed a goal in the playoffs. How are they going to respond here on the road in a championship game?
No, yeah, it's a great point, especially when you consider Lambert's given up just 7 goals on an entire season. And of course, anytime you get up in soccer, you can at least have the choice to play a lot more defensive-minded and make scoring a lot more difficult for the opposition.
And Lambert again on that right side. You called that earlier. Luckily, it was headed away, but right there, Zach Davis, if it was a couple of inches the other way, he's got a little free run.
He's running alone right now. And again, they've just got to recognize that, get him the ball, and good things will happen.
Bennett to Coughlin, crosses to BK. Little cheeky heel right there. I don't know if it was necessary.
Yeah, maybe a good idea to let that one run on to his player behind him, although I don't know if he let BK know. Either way, you know, you don't get 41 or 40 goals in a season.
You're doing something right.
Without skill and the ability to finish. On that play, though, all about being in the right place at the right time, and then all hustle.
And if you ask Zach Maxwell, he knows he should have had that. There's no doubt about it. Zach Maxwell is a great goalkeeper. He's allowed 15 goals in 22 games, 8 big saves in the Panther win, and he should have had that.
Yeah, I think he got caught in between catching it, punching it. Probably should have punched it either out or over the crossbar. Either way, he tried to come down with it. You know, the better play, but it obviously wasn't safe. He made a big mistake.
Langley going down the left side, and he gives that one away. Brian Thompson, one back to BK. Tries to draw the foul in the box. Nothing much doing there. So Lambert with the 1-0 lead, 27.5 to go in the opening half.
Good defense there. Physical play from Brent Bon Jovi, number 21, the center back for Greenbrier. Just bodied up BK. And there you see number 7 working the refs a little. Probably still talking about that call in the first minute, or the no call, if you will.
That certainly could have been called. Referee swallowed the whistle, and he's setting the tone. I don't mind it as long as it's consistent that way.
Especially early on in the game.
Right. Greenbrier now coming forward, having possession. Wechter. There's Kinta. 1-on-3 right now. Good moves in the corner, trying to at least win the corner, and a good move. He gets taken down. No call. So Chad Williams, the referee, setting the tone. He's going to let these boys play. Let them fight. I have no issues with that. Lambert now switching it over to the right side. Going along again. Kinta tries to gather it up. Taken away, though, by Brian Thompson. Thompson, 7 goals, 5 assists so far on the season for the Wolfpack.
Tell you what's been so impressive about Kinta early on is his ability to win 50-50 balls and the frequency with which he does so. Yes. It seems like anything in his area, he ends up with the ball, whether it's at his chest or on his foot. Kinta usually comes up with it.
There's the long punt from Maxwell.
You saw the relaxed look at Coach Wilson.
Greenbrier with it here. You see Michael Harris, the junior, taken away. Harris, 8 assists on the season. Lambert pushing the other way, going deep for Kinta. And a stumble there by Maxwell, but he does gobble it up in the end. You see clearly the strategy. Just just go ahead to BK. They think they have something there that you could single him, you can double him, it doesn't matter. And so far, he's been dangerous.
And he's so fast to space. You play the ball into space, and usually he's going to run on and get to it. But wow,
look at the shot there.
Just missed.
Why not? Greenbrier.
But
Norton.
What I was going to say, though, is you got to give credit to some of the other Lambert kids, too, as well. On that last play, Trexler Bennett did a great job on that tackle, and then pushed the ball forward quickly on the counter and nearly got BK loose. And it's those quick counterattacks that can be so deadly.
And basically the keys to the game, Lambert has accomplished. They wanted to score that first goal to make Greenbrier basically give up their first goal. They also needed to basically have high pressure, high tempo, and that's what they're doing. There's no sitting back for Lambert. Even up a goal now, there'll be no sitting back.
No, absolutely. At least it doesn't appear to be the case.
Reed Norton going forward. The good ball. And that should be just on the outside of the box. You see there, number 23, Drew Francoso, being pushed in the back. A couple of inches closer to that box, and we're looking at a penalty.
Of course, Coach Wilson gave us 4 pre-game keys to the game, and that was one of them. Limit set plays specifically in that attacking third, or Lambert's defensive third, and they're certainly there right now.
This is dangerous. You see Reed Norton, 29 goals, 26 assists, goal and an assist in that semifinal. And he's going to play at Georgia Southern.
Well, and you saw how good he is with his left, what, less than a minute ago.
Sure.
When he just missed a goal.
Michael Zambetti in goal. A couple of feet in front of the line. Here's Norton. And a good stop there.
Love the idea, though. Drive it low, hard to the corner. Make the keeper come up with a save, even though he got there pretty easily. Make the keeper, put the ball on goal, make him come up with a save. You saw that work for Lambert earlier.
And it was a great job by Zambetti just to not have the rebound.
Yeah, exactly.
Trexler Bennett with it, number 10, going wide to the left. Good ball there. Lambert building from the left side. Double team. Little takedown, not called. Greenbrier the other way. Luke Wechter, number 7. Senior midi. A lot of midfield play so far. Lambert's won most of the possession. Cooper Coughlin, number 12, involved there. There's BK coming back to the ball. Coughlin, the cross. And Maxwell scoops it up. So the run of play a little more for Lambert. We just saw that Reed Norton attempt, though, from the 18.
Yeah, and again, that's to be expected. I think Lambert is one of those teams, I'm sorry, Greenbrier, especially against Lambert, one of those kinds of teams who's going to want to capitalize on the counterattack or the set play. Isn't going to dominate possession with 5, 6, 7 passes linked together. But, you know, can get a steal, turn it around quickly, and score on you in no time.
Both of these teams can. Chad McCardle, number 3, the junior midfielder, checking into the game. Lambert trying to play it left, almost out of bounds. Nicely saved, though. Watch Lambert just build. They can go from in danger to all of a sudden have numbers in a hurry. 21 and a half minutes ago, first half. 1-0 Lambert in the lead. BK Kinta, the goal, 10 and a half minutes in. Wechter.
Lambert's guys do such a good job of moving without the ball. It creates so much space and a ton of open passing lanes. Notice when Greenbrier gets the ball, a lot more bunched together, and it makes linking passes together a lot harder.
Yeah. Drew Francoso, the junior, gets it stolen. Lambert looking at counter. Good job by Chris Reeves, the sophomore back. To Kinta, the good switch. Lambert now. And that's just sent away by Scott Ball. Yeah. Great possession there for the Longhorns.
And a great idea there from BK. Just maybe a not quite good enough first touch there from the outside midfielder. Now Greenbrier a chance to get back on D. First touch always so important.
No doubt. Trexler Bennett, you see number 10 there, one of the captains. big goal in that semifinal victory. Looking for the long throw into the box. Tests Zach Maxwell once again. And it's headed up to BK. And an attempt there just goes high. Zach Davis, the sophomore. 6 sophomores in all on the Longhorns. Scott, it makes it so impressive that you have a team that's 22-0 and right now about 50 minutes away from a state championship. And they have only 2 guys that won't be on this team next year.
Yeah, there you see Zach Davis just missing it. No, you say it. I mean, you'd expect a team this accomplished, 7th in the nation that are ranked, to have a ton of big-time recruits. The problem is they don't because, well, they're just not old enough yet, you know? You said it. Absolutely abundance of wealth for years to come.
It's almost impossible to believe. It's almost impossible to believe you can have a team, a program in its infancy, its 3rd year. They have 2 starting seniors, and they're doing what this group has done.
Well, yeah, you don't see it in many other sports. Sometimes in basketball, because there's only 5 guys on the court at once, and if you have 1 or 2 dynamic sophomores, they can be good enough. But in a sport where there's 11 guys on the field at once, to have that much youth and be this successful, incredibly rare. You would never see it likewise on the football field.
It's if you weren't watching it, you would say it's almost impossible. You can watch this GHSA.TV. Also, we're streaming live on YouTube. And also, buy a DVD of this game. Right there, you see it, GHSA.TV. Lambert on the attack, the good 1-2 here. Kinta involved. Bobby Hopper. Nick Caffaretta, haven't mentioned him much. The sophomore, 14 assists on the season. And there's a foul on the boys in white.
Good job by that back 4 of Greenbrier, sorry. To get back there in what looked like a good counterattack for Lambert.
Yeah, Zach Maxwell quickly ran up to that ball. The most dangerous play in soccer is the quick play. Now, they didn't have numbers there. It didn't work, but it's worth a shot. And if you can have numbers, you know, the defense just falls asleep for a minute, Scott. As you know, boom, just like that, you can put it in. Long ball played up. Cooper Coughlin with a header in the corner.
Yeah, and Justin, taking risks like that, especially, it's not so much a risk, the quick play, but taking those types of opportunities, especially when you're up 1-0, is totally worth it for Lambert. You get that 2nd goal, and it's going to be awfully tough for Greenbrier. Lambert, in fact, hasn't given up 3 goals in a game all year.
Yeah, and there's again Maxwell. Looks like he had it, bobbled it, but he did come up with it in the end. It's been a rough going here.
Got to have better communication there in the back between your defender and goalie. Looked like they were sort of caught in between who was going to take that ball. Either way, when the goalie comes out, you leave it. And he's got to come up with it.
Chad McArdle with a good aggressive play right there. McArdle. Greenbrier keeps possession. Brian Thompson. They lose it. They go forward. Kinta. And again, the Wolfpack, a good job right there. Kinta did not have numbers, but they did their job. Michael Harris. And again, Lambert just so aggressive to the ball, Scott.
Yeah, well, they dispossess Greenbrier, it seems, almost immediately when they get possession. And it's why I think Greenbrier's got to play faster. Got to spread the field better, for one. They got to play faster, less one-on-one dribbling.
In any sport, if you want to beat the over-aggressive defense, you sort of change things up.
Yeah. And of course, every time you give the ball up, you're creating offensive opportunities for your opponent.
Sure. And with BK going the other way, that's a death sentence. Scott Ball, the sophomore, throwing it in. Taylor Peterson, another sophomore, number 3. Good fight there in the corner. And Lambert just knocks it away.
When in doubt, clear it out.
Absolutely. When we're 4, we're taught to do that, and when you're on this level, in the right situation, you still need to do that. The long throw in here, Greenbrier puts it in the box. Good job by Zambetti to come out and punch it away.
Yeah, absolutely. That 6-yard radius, 6-foot radius, absolutely should be the goals. And so a great job of playing physical soccer there, coming out and punching that one away.
Yeah, good aggressive play right there. Drew Francoso, the junior, will be taking this throw-in. Zambetti certainly not afraid to come off that line, as we just saw. Not as deep of a throw, and Lambert gets it out. Kinta coming to it. Oh, the cheeky little move right there. Lambert with possession. They have numbers, 3-on-2 right here. And just kicked away.
Yeah, total miss it, because again, Zach Davis wide open on that right side of the field, and if they could have switched fields there, they would have been on the goal.
And Chad McArdle had a chance there. He just sort of muffed it a little bit. Kinta, though, was making a nice run, a diagonal run to the corner to open up the middle.
That's one of those plays you wish you could have back, too, because he almost had time to bring that ball down.
Yes, he did.
Rather than the half volley of sorts, to bring that down and then make the play out wide.
It's so easy to see up here, though. That's the thing. If he brings that down, there's a 3-on-2. The problem is when you're down there, you just don't see. You don't have the vision, which we have up here.
Right.
And a good job going forward there. Bobby Hopper. Cooper Coughlin trying to go a little one-on-one. Well defended. I believe that's Luke Douye, the freshman. Bobby Hopper, a strong game thus far. Winning a lot of balls at midfield, going forward. Trexler Bennett got a long throw in from the left side. He's going to come here on the right side. Test Zach Maxwell once again, puts it in the area. And Greenbrier gets it out. Drew Francoso, the junior. Lambert. So 13 minutes to go here in the first half. Lambert with the 1-0 lead. Greenbriers come in. They've won 13 in a row. Their only loss, remember, that 2-0 defeat against St. Pius. Lambert obviously 22-0, 10-0 in the conference. And just this the third year of the program. Greenbrier going forward. Drew Francoso has been all over the field. He's got a shot on the left side right here, onside. Keeps it in.
There's no one there with
right foot. A chance. Wow. Ryan Thompson came streaking in there. An unlucky hop. And Kinta looking for the bicycle. So there's a foul. Lambert going forward. Here's head coach Chip Warren on the program.
The balance between our offense and defense. Coming into the year, we lost our entire defense from last year, and we're very young in the back. So that was a question mark for us, but they've been very solid, especially in the playoffs. Thanks, Coach. Thanks.
And you saw, I believe, a card given out there. Coach Warren right there talking about his team. So Greenbrier with the first caution of the game, it appears. Michael Harris, I think that was. So right at midfield, the free kick here for the Longhorns.
It's worth noting, Justin, no matter who wins tonight, it will be the first state championship for that team.
No doubt.
You already said it, Lambert, in just its third year as a program, so that not surprising. Greenbrier has made
They've been knocking on the door, yeah.
They've made a championship appearance, not since 1999, but they've been there. And of course, 3 Final Four appearances and 8 Elite 8 appearances, and I believe 8 in a row.
Yes, since 2005.
That's it. Talk about consistency.
And how about this one? 10 regional championships. They've won 8 of the last 10.
Yeah, I mean, and Chip Warren was head coach for the last 8. Yeah, so since he's gotten there 13 years ago, this team's been a force to be reckoned with.
And it's a little bit of a shame. I don't want to start saying luck or unlucky, but it is an advantage here for Lambert as they go forward to be able to play this game at home. Granted, they deserve it. They're the undefeated team. And Greenbrier, little mistake there in midfield. Going forward, referee allows play to continue. A good job here going to goal. You see Reed Norton And he did not earn the corner. Good stuff from Norton, though. Going to goal. It's never a bad idea going to goal. He attacked.
Here's the yellow card.
And that's clearly card worthy on Michael Harris.
Yeah. Although it might have been worth the card for Harris.
That's a good point.
Absolutely was stopping it. The quick play that you talked about earlier.
And Michael Harris comes back in.
It's like getting a pass interference play on what would have been a clear touchdown.
Especially in college when it's only 15 yards.
Exactly.
It's a great call. Oh, the great switch, and they had a man wide open on the left side. Wow. And that's to Kinta, and he knocks it in for his second goal of the match.
Wow. What a turn of events, because you said it. Number 16 was wide open on that left side of the field. Mitch Fondos.
And again, though, Zach Maxwell, watch your replay here on the GHSA network. Maxwell comes over, sort of has it, little miscommunication, and the beneficiary right there.
Again.
Number 7, Bakausu Kinta, and that's goal number 42 on the season.
Absolutely opportunistic is Kinta, especially on these first 2 goals. And you got to wonder, should Maxwell have come out there? I think, again, he got sort of caught in no man's land. He thought he should come out, and then once you come out, you've got to be committed to getting that ball. And there was a defender in the area, so had he stayed in goal, I'm not sure Lambert would have scored either way. Combination of things lead to a 2-0 Lambert lead, and we talked about it. This team, the Longhorns, haven't given up 3 goals in a single game all year. They've only given up 2 in, let's see, 3 games.
The task has clearly just gotten taller.
No, I'm sorry. They've given up 2 goals in a game just once all year. Once. One time.
Reed Norton, free kick, dangerous area right here. The Wolfpack have their work cut out for them. It's doable, but their job just got a lot tougher, thanks to number 7.
Well, and that's just an amazing stat. To not give up multiple goals, 2 goals or more
right.
in more than a game.
And a good ball from Norton. Put in the area. In front. And put over by Luke Wechter. So a little breakdown on the defense right there. Wechter was wide open. Greenbrier had numbers. And that's a big opportunity that they could not close on.
Well, the initial save by Zambetti's brilliant. It's the follow-up opportunity that needs to be finished here. You'll see 23 puts it on goal. Zambetti does a great job of coming out. And
where's the defense, though? Why are they not? Why isn't there a white on a green?
His first save here, though, Justin, is great. It's number 7 who's got to finish that.
Adam Cundy had that first chance, and then Wechter. Yeah, Chris Wilson not happy about the defense, so you can't leave 2 green shirts open. And as we go the other way, Kinta with a shot. It's from about 30 yards out, just high.
Yeah, Adam Wechter, wants that play back. It's one of those plays when you're that close to the goal, the last thing you want to do is get that much under the ball. Of course, he did and drove it too high. And everything we were talking about, not giving up 2 goals in a game, would have all been erased with that quick goal.
And it was a great ball in by Reed Norton. The little in-swinger off the left foot. Then we had that header by Francoso, and Lambert just sort of fell asleep not marking. So remember that. 9 minutes to go in the first half. Greenbrier had a chance to cut this deficit in half. Now it's still a 2-goal game.
And if you're Lambert, do you switch from that 4-4-2 or at least play maybe 2 or at least one of those midfielders as it's sort of a holding or defensive midfielder? Play a little bit more defensive.
I don't think I change anything up, to be honest with you. I think
playing so well.
You're the undefeated team. I don't think this is a situation you start going into any sort of a shell. I think you play to your strength and to who you are.
Yeah.
Now, if there's 10 minutes to go in the match and you're still up 2, then maybe. So just north of 7 minutes to go here in the opening half. The home Longhorns with a 2-0 advantage.
And I agree. I don't know if I change the structure of my team, but maybe take one of your central midfielders and tell him to be mindful, to hang back a little bit when the situation presents itself. Before the game, we got a chance to talk to Chris Wilson about this season and what made it so special. And here's what Coach had to say.
We've got a group of young men who've just, they set out to prove themselves after graduating 9 seniors last year. A lot of people thought we would be in a rebuilding mode a little bit, but day by day, challenge by challenge, game by game, they've set out to prove themselves, and we fortunately have stayed healthy, and they've come together as no team other than I've had before.
And a remarkable job in his 3rd year.
I was going to say he's only had three Lambert teams, but
it's incredible. I mean, you look at his record: 15-4 the first year. The program moved to 4A, 18-2-1, and now the culmination at 21-0. That's 6 losses in 3 years, and if my quick math serves me correct, that's 44 victories in that span.
Yeah, you got to give him a lot of credit. Of course, you don't win without talent.
No, there's a ton of talent. You can't be in a program of your first few years and have all those wins. He's done a great job, but you have to have the kids that are here.
Yeah, no doubt. But more so than at any other level, both the coach and
that's a good ball going forward for Greenbrier. Sorry about that, Scott.
No, I was going to say both the coach and the community, I think, means so much to success on the high school athletic level. You look at a school, no matter what the sport is, a lot of those teams that dominate year in and year out, a Buford in football,
sure,
a GAC in basketball, it's not just the players or the coach, but the community that, the support, the commitment. It takes it all to win consistency at this level.
It's a culture.
Yeah, absolutely.
You see it on every level. You see it in the pros. It's a culture. It's the GMs and the coaches and the athletic directors here. And it's just, it's innate in these programs, and that's what makes it so amazing that Lambert can just come in, even with that talent, and just pull it all together the way they have. So still 2-0, under 5 minutes to go in the first half. Good job by Luke Wechter right there, holding possession, taken down. Logan Taihe just checked back in, the freshman, number 18. Here's Reed Norton again. Seen a bunch of free kicks. This one far out. He'll be trying to serve it into the area. It almost worked last time. It's too low. He didn't get enough lift on that one. Obviously no offsides on a throw-in. Michael Harris has the yellow on him from earlier. The good cross. And an opportunity. Luke Wechter just a bit high. So Greenbrier, a couple of opportunities, Scott. It's not a ton, but it's coming to the point where they're going to have to start cashing in on some of these.
Yeah, absolutely. But a great play there by number 18, I believe it was, who was in the corner, Taihe, of getting out of the corner, making a move on his defender, and then getting that ball across to allow, I believe it was Wechter, the opportunity at that header.
Lambert, the nice little 1-2 right here. Zach Davis on the right side. There's Kinta. Oh, the ball across, going right to left. There's an opening. Fake the left-footed shot. And a good block right there. The flag is up, though. So that's an offside. You just see the build right there. They started here on our side, all the way to right to left. Kinta involved, and then opened up the shot. Guido Gonzalez, the AR right here, making that call. Guido involved with the Atlanta Silverbacks.
You said it though, Justin. You don't. I don't think Greenbrier. Their nature of play is that counterattack style, and the game of soccer usually doesn't provide teams with a ton of opportunities to score in a game, and so it is about capitalizing on those 3 or 4 chances, and right now Greenbrier's had 2 really good ones.
They have, and look at Michael Zambetti. Talk about a keeper on a mission.
Well, and in a big way, you don't like to single out, especially at this level, any 2 or 3 kids, but goaltending has been a big difference here, because Zambetti's had a couple of great saves, goal-saving saves, and you don't want to blame Maxwell for either goal, but he could have been the difference in preventing both balls from being in the back of that net.
Again, if you ask Zach Maxwell, should you have had clearly the first one and probably the second one,
well, he would definitely.
I guarantee you he'll tell you he should.
Yeah.
I mean, Zach Maxwell is a great goalkeeper. He's been phenomenal, and he's made a couple of good plays here. The first goal was tough, and the second goal maybe he should have had as well. The foul called. Some good work there by Cooper Coughlin. Luke Wechter with the foul. We haven't said much about James Toombs. I think that's a reflection of this game. You see number 8 on green. They want to play through him up front, but not much is going on yet. Adam Cundy serves it away. There's Wechter.
Well, they haven't really had the build-up from that second, the middle of the field to that front attacking third. And so it hasn't really allowed number 8 the chance to make runs off the ball, create space, and get the ball.
1 minute to play, final minute. Serving at Longton, Kinta. No, the midfield for Lambert, you're right, has been exceptional. Davis, Fandos, Bennett, and Coughlin have really shut things down. The one big opportunity came on that free kick, and he's onside. But look who's coming at again. Aggressive. Great job by Zambetti. Final 25 seconds here. A 2-0 advantage for the home Longhorns. A goal about 10 minutes in, and with about 10 minutes to go, by good old number 7, Bakausu Kinta. 42 now on the season. Clock running, 10 seconds to go. A last chance. Trexler Bennett, the long throw in the area. This could be a crusher. Waning seconds, and that will do it. The referee blows the whistle, so a successful first half for the Lambert Longhorns. They walk off the field halfway through to a state championship thanks to 2 goals from BK Kinta with the 2-0 lead. Second half coming your way on the GHSA.TV network. And welcome back to the Horn. As you see there, Lambert with the 2-0 lead over Greenbrier at the half. BK Kinta, a couple of goals. Let's go right to the highlights. Once again with Scott Janovitz, I'm Justin Hanover. And it was a good start for Lambert. You see the free kick in front. Zach Maxwell out to get it. Can't. And then Kinta. It's got a rough play there for the goalkeeper. Kinta, the beneficiary.
Yeah, I mean, it's a long distance free kick. It's one that was probably put a little too far right to the keeper. One, you know, that the keeper should have come up with. There's no doubt about it. Got to give BK a lot of credit there for sticking with the play, though, hustling and finishing up on Maxwell's mistake. Here's
Reed Norton with that left shot from about 35. And then here's the chance. In front, Norton puts it in, and then watch how open Kunde, the save there, and then Wechter with another opportunity. But once again, give Michaels and Betty credit.
Absolutely.
Came out on the angle. Here's goal number 2. Just a little scramble. And again, you see Maxwell can't get on it. Defender sort of right there.
Yeah, it's really just a skirmish, and the ball sort of just pops out right to BK again. And what's amazing about this game is we've talked at length about how dominant the Lambert midfield has been. Has totally controlled the game, dispossessed Greenbrier at every opportunity, and has had possession for much of the game. Yet I don't think the midfield is responsible at all for either of the 2 goals.
No, it's been a dominant midfield performance. I mean, you look at Davis, Fandos, Bennett, and Coughlin. Phenomenal. They're a rock there. As we go forward here, second half underway. We saw Kinta those 2 goals in the first half. Now a whopping 42 on this season. Second goal there, by the way, a bad break. Scott Ball, an aggressive play, came in there, and he sort of, with Maxwell, sort of couldn't corral the ball, and then Kinta was able to put that in. So a rough break there as we looked at that.
Well, that's the point, is that as dominant as Lambert's been in the middle third of the field, you know, both goals could have been avoided, and Greenbrier really kind of stood up defensively for most of the game. You know, a couple, you know, mistakes one from the goalie, and then one just completely an unlucky play have been the difference in the game.
So second half here, we're a minute in. Good little move right there. Wow, you see Brent Bon Jovi. James Toombs trying to go forward. And we get the corner out of it. So a good job by Greenbrier here. Not too many opportunities. They must cash in one of these as they trail by 2.
Yeah, good job play there by Toombs. Really haven't heard much from him there tonight, but there he did a good job of keeping possession and then getting, at the very least, that corner.
Reed Norton puts it in. The chance in front. Wow. The left-footed attempt, and it was blocked by the defense.
It's another miss it, and you got to think they're just hurrying a lot of these shots. We saw the first half opportunity during our halftime replays, a really easy look at the net, and that was another one that, even though there were a lot of guys in front of him, you got to hit that cleanly and at least put it on target.
Brendan Everett taking the goal kick, had that header goal in the semis. His dad, Steve Everett, the PA announcer here. So it's a family affair for the Everetts. Good win right there by Brian Thompson, the sophomore. Greenbrier appears to be aggressive right here, coming out, going forward. Brian Thompson, some great speed, though, to get back.
Oh, yeah, right. We've only played 2.5 minutes, but they've completely controlled the 2.5 minutes we've seen. And here you'll see 22's got a good look at it. Just kind of rushes it a little.
And that's Scott Ball, the right back, so he's moved up there. They're coming forward. You see the corner again, pushing everybody up. Good cross. Header just going up top.
Yeah, great service there. Actually had 2 Wolfpack members, if you will, who could have come on and headed that. Nice service there.
Obviously, Chip Warren in the locker room said, fellas, you can do this. Play your game, keep going forward. Let's attack, attack, attack. And it's a good, positive first 3 minutes for the visitors.
No, they've no doubt been far more aggressive here in the early goings of the second. Now, the sort of other side of the coin with that is you leave yourself open to that quick counterattack. And haven't seen much from Lambert here, but don't be surprised if they get an opportunity to go up 3-0.
And the foul on Luke Wechter. Brendan Everett again will be taking this kick. Just throw it in the box to Kinta. It's worked so far. Zach Maxwell, make him come out and make a play. And that's what they do. Wow. Served in, I think, a little too deep.
but a great idea.
That's a nice 52, 53 yards in the air.
Yeah, switched fields, put it far post, had a man running on to finish. I believe it's number 15. That's Landon Decker.
Ball at midfield, Greenbrier. Unlucky there.
No, Justin, that's why shots on goal is such an important statistic.
No doubt. You can't score if you don't shoot. It's the old adage, and you don't want to shoot from just anywhere. But if you shoot, good things happen a lot of times.
But you don't have to, that's the other thing. You don't have to hit it perfectly. If you put it on target, make the keeper come up with a save. You give yourself the chance to score, but you also give them the chance to make a mistake. You've seen that twice. Both times were ugly, but goals. Ugly goals.
Ugly is beautiful, especially in the state championship final.
Take them.
Good job in the back there. You see number 11, Chris Reeves, the sophomore. He's been a rock thus far. A lot of speed. A lot of speed back there. Number 11, Chris Reeves, just closing everything down on James Toombs. Lambert in white with possession. Sean Langley, the outside back. Good fight right there. Langley and Michael Harris. Good clean win there for Langley. Played 5 minutes in the second half. Scott, your thoughts early on here?
Well, I think it's clear that, you know, like we've said a couple of times, Greenbrier's been the aggressor. It looks like they're, at the very least, bringing some of their defenders up, especially when they have attacking opportunities. And it's, at least so far, gotten them more opportunities. I think they're going to have to continue playing this way if they're going to even come close to tying the score.
They need to cash one of these in, because it's going to be a tough task to keep Lambert at 2. You just get that feeling there's going to be another counter or something with Kinta or somebody else.
Especially when you're playing more aggressively yourself.
I agree. So they're going to really have to cash one in now to keep this thing in reach. It just has the feel of that. Mitch Fandos, see number 16. Nick Caffaretta, the sophomore. Dangerous opportunity right here. Maxwell staying on the near post. He'll probably back up in a moment, I would think. Do you go with the in-swinger here from Fandos? They do.
Didn't get underneath that enough. Seen a couple of those low driving free kicks, but there was a ton of space there far post.
He just miskicked it, no doubt. I think Lambert's settling down a little bit here. I think they came out a little bit too loose out of the locker room, and I think they're now starting to get back to who they are. They're winning these possessions in midfield. That's a good ball as they go right to left. Kinta now with numbers, plays it out wide. Fandos, the left-footed cross. Wow. And Zach Maxwell, originally out of position, but he made up for it with a good punch to give away a corner, but nicely done there by Zach Maxwell.
Yeah, because it looked like that cross was another mishit of sorts. I thought the Lambert right midfielder didn't start his run far enough wide. And it made...
You see Maxwell, he was a little close to that near post. He had to back up. Well done, though.
Fandos had nowhere to go but on goal there. Really.
And the corner, and that's put in. There's number 3. That is a backbreaker.
Yeah, it's a beautiful, low driving near post delivery, and number 12 just flicks it on.
Cooper Coughlin, yeah. And watch your replay right here. Taken by Caffaretta. Number 12, Cooper Coughlin, not even looking at the goal. That's textbook. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Coughlin, goal number 16 on the season. 7.5 minutes into the second half. And it's now a mountain.
Yeah, low, near post, put it right on Coughlin's head, and he just flicked it. Just kind of let it run right by him. Far post, beautiful goal there.
It's a good service from Caffaretta, and even better by Cooper Coughlin. Running to the ball, flicks it behind him. That's a world-class goal.
Yeah, and I hate to sound like a broken record, but again, if Greenbrier's going to score 3 goals and tie it, it'll be the first time Lambert's allowed that all year. 3 goals in a game. Mountain decline.
And you see a little frustration right there. Let's take another look at what transpired moments ago. The corner from Caffaretta, the in-swinger off the left foot, and just a great job. Coughlin was there. Another Longhorn was there. You see Kinta on the far post, everybody looking at him.
Yeah, and even if that ball doesn't go far post into the net, you said it, Kinta's right there to finish.
Yeah, I'm not blaming the defense there, though. That's just a world-class goal.
No, it's a great near-post run and an even better delivery, and then, of course, the finish was flawless.
It's textbook. That's what you draw up in practice. The long ball to Kinta. Wechter sends it away. The shot harmless by Caffaretta. So it's 3-0 now. Lambert in the lead here. 31 minutes to go. There's enough time, but it's a mountain to climb here for the Wolfpack. 13 straight wins, looking for number 14.
I mean, we've talked at length about how Greenbrier's just got to capitalize on the opportunities they've gotten. And on the other side of things, you got to give Lambert a ton of credit for capitalizing on nearly every opportunity it's gotten. To score 3 goals with 30 minutes left in the state championship is awfully impressive.
Against a team that we've said ad nauseum already have not allowed a goal in 4 games in the playoffs.
It's great finishing around the net.
James Toombs with the throw, and a substitution is in. Drew Francoso, the junior, comes back in. Toombs in the area, the good throw. I believe that's going to be a corner. No. Ruled a goal kick. And the Greenbrier fans up in arms right there. They may have a point. Brendan Everett again on the goal kick. And absolutely no rush whatsoever right here.
Yeah, of course, no injury time, as you noticed, or probably noticed in the first half.
Right, the refs stopping the clock when they feel and they don't let that injury time, right? Wechter, a good win right there at midfield. Going forward, some numbers. Brian Thompson. You see 2 against 2. Thompson against Langley. And that's called a goal kick.
Yeah, they're going to say it went out of bounds. I mean, it clearly deflected off Lambert, but they're going to say the ball was out of bounds before it did so. Linesman in good position there to make the call.
So Chip Warren's squad, they're still fighting. They're going forward. They haven't fully had the air come out of their sails just yet. Good stuff here from Greenbrier. Good aggressive soccer. Lambert now on the attack. A little missed touch there from Mitch Fandos. Trexler Bennett, real aggressive, just throws his body into everything. You saw it right there once again. And Bennett up for that header. Off of Norton.
Yeah, and he's been huge for this team all year, of course. Led him in assists with 20 on the season. That's nearly an assist a game, plus had a goal and an assist in the semis.
Well done there by Fandos. Good fake. That's a great ball going left to Fandos. Fandos gets around ball. Ball's played back in the area. And a good save by Zach Maxwell.
Brilliant cutback there. Instead of finishing with his right, I believe it was number 12, Cooper Coughlin, who cut that ball back, got himself a nice look on his left foot, but a good save.
Yeah, good stuff by Maxwell right there. I agree.
A nice idea to cut that back rather than go with the right foot shot.
Some great skills on that last possession. Lambert, a couple of great moves.
Yeah, nifty footwork, a lot of good on the ball stuff.
See Maxwell there. Another substitution for Greenbrier. 3-0 now. Lambert in the lead. You're watching this on GHSA.TV. Also streaming live on YouTube.
That was Zach Wu. I like that name.
Yes,
Number 9
indeed.
who checked into the game.
I believe there are a couple of woos.
There are a couple of Woos. Nick Wu, his brother, just a freshman.
They're going to need some wooing to come back here from this. But there's plenty of time left. As the world saw last week, Manchester City pull off the impossible. Down 2-1.
And that game was absolutely amazing. 2 goals in injury time.
Against QPR, and it's possible. The game of soccer breeds amazing endings. We could have one here. Chip Warren, the Greenbrier coach, talks once again about his Wolfpack.
High school to club, the atmosphere you're going to see tonight. You know, you can play in 10 club games and not get this many folks out for a match. So, you know, nothing against club soccer. My son plays it out. You know, we wouldn't be where we are without club soccer. We give those guys all the credit in the world.
Talk about what a state champion.
And good stuff there, talking about club soccer. I've played club soccer growing up. I mean, that's where a lot of these kids really get their game worked on.
That's where you develop as a soccer player. I think we both, I imagine, played club and high school, and to me, you know, the club game's clearly more competitive. Everybody in club plays high school. Not everyone in high school plays club.
Sure.
But high school is so much fun. I mean, going to school, it's much more.
It's a different vibe.
I mean, it's a family atmosphere. Winning a state championship for your high school is just different.
It is. It's almost country versus club. World Cup versus Juventus or whatever, you know, club team you play for. It's a little bit of a different vibe to it.
Well, a lot of pride, I think,
sure.
on the line. You got the high school rivalries. You're playing in front of your friends.
And you're playing in front of the girls, girls you like.
I don't remember many high school girls showing up to my club.
No, club soccer, you have your parents there. Your mom's bringing the oranges.
Exactly.
You don't really care to impress her. It's Susie that's in row 7 that you're looking to impress.
You remember Susie too?
Was your Susie cute? Under 25 minutes to go here. 3-0. Lambert in the lead. Some aggressive play right there. And that could be a card. Brian Thompson with the foul on Nick Caffaretta. Just a foul called, no card.
Great play there, though, from number 6, the forward, Caffaretta. Good job taking the ball away from Greenbrier and then pushing it forward. Of course, the foul delayed what would have been a nice counterattack opportunity.
Brendan Everett here again, going to serve another long ball in the area. Not as far as the last time. Lambert keeps possession, the cross in, and Maxwell comes down with that. So Greenbrier's last championship, 1999.
Last championship appearance.
That's correct. Last Final Four back in 2007. Lambert with the throw in here. Another dangerous situation there, Coach Wilson. In his 3rd year with this program. A 4th goal, I think, would be a killer right here, Scott.
I agree.
I don't think there's any sugarcoating there.
And 3 goals is...
And a good tackle right there. Here's Coach Wilson talking about Lambert.
I think, you know, the excitement and the nerves that go into, you know, we've been doing this for 3 weeks now to get here. And at club, you know, you play 1 game a weekend, you know, for a regular season, and then you go to a tournament and you play just that weekend. Nothing is like this where game by game it's do or die, and you build towards being the best in the state.
And good stuff there, Coach Wilson, talking about club as well versus playing in the school level.
And it's a great point. There's a much more of a season-like feeling. A couple games a week. Tuesday night, maybe.
Call it midfield. So once again, I expect Brendan Everett maybe to serve this thing in there. I venture to guess, though, pretty much all of these players at such a high level, they are playing numerous club games.
Notice
travel
Lambert,
games.
Sorry to interrupt. Lambert taking plenty of time here on these set plays and just playing slower overall. I can't blame him.
They're in no rush. Under 22 minutes to go. Almost midway through the second half. Still a 3-0 lead here for the home Longhorns.
And you made a good point earlier. You can tell Lambert's really just settled down, settled into this second half. That first 5 to 7 minutes played in Greenbrier's favor. Here you see the nice long ball from Everett.
And Zach Maxwell right there with it. You see Cooper Coughlin in his face, so good concentration there as they go long. Kinta on a run, and Brent Bon Jovi, the junior, puts it out of harm's way.
Not to harp, but I'll say this, that's a much tougher play to make than the one that was there on the first goal.
I think the first goal, just 10 minutes in, a little bit of nerves there. That's a save that Zach Maxwell will make 99 out of 100 times, and we just saw evidence of it right there.
And I'm not sure, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it was his first attempt at a save. And had he maybe gotten his feet wet before that play, it might have turned out.
I think you may be right, yeah. Look, it's a big spot. It's a big stage. I'm not saying Zach Maxwell's not ready, because he's a great goalkeeper who's made some fine saves. But that first save right off the bat, it's a long ball. Sun's going down a little bit. It's not easy. You see the aggressive Michael Zambetti. Player down. Clock stopped here, 20.5 to go.
I'll tell you, one of the undervalued or underestimated aspects of playing goalie, and one of the most important things for goalies to do, is to know when and when not to come out of the goal. What to challenge in the air, what long balls are yours, that you should come out on, and Zambetti's about as good as anyone I've seen at this level, and knowing where he is on the field, where his teammates are, where the ball's coming from, and when to attack the soccer ball.
Yeah, no doubt, as aggressive as they come. You see the crowd, just a phenomenal showing here from the Lambert faithful, all the Wolfpack fans who've traveled, and there have been a bunch of them. A bunch of fans, and just a great, great soccer crowd.
I think there was word before the game of perhaps a blackout. It looks like it got to the
whiteout
student body.
Well, there's word of a whiteout that has become, I believe, a blackout. As long as they're on the same page. I believe it's Drew Francoso. Hopefully he's all right, getting a little bit of help coming off the field. So 20.5 minutes to go here. That's the time left for a state championship, the first for one of these teams. Michael Zambetti, 15 clean sheets on the season. Looking for number 16 right here. And you were talking about Zambetti before, as aggressive as they come. But the thing about being aggressive, when you're aggressive, you better be aggressive. When you're going to go, you go. And look at Kinta playing it forward to himself. Wow. A lot of good speed there. Yeah. And Zambetti, that's what he's done. When he's come out, he's gone full force.
And you better get it, because if you don't, like we've seen twice on Greenbrier's side of things, if you don't get it, it's almost certainly a goal.
And Lambert going forward. Kinta's open in the middle if they want to use him. Just waited a bit long, but there is Kinta, the fake. He's in the box, and there it is. Goal number 4, and the third for BK.
Yeah, you said it, probably could have made that pass a little earlier. Either way, he got it onto number 7's right foot. Too much space there in the box for the finish, and he made Greenbrier pay. Placed that one perfectly low in the left corner.
And watch the replay here. The pass to Kinta. Takes his time. The fake. Brent Bon Jovi moves, and then look at the rocket to the lower corner. That's an unstoppable shot. That's the hat trick, and that's probably the nail in the coffin.
Yeah, it's a great initial fake to get that ball on his right foot, and then a beautiful finish. It's one of those plays you say he should have finished that, but I don't know.
He should have, but it's still that's a strike. Yeah. That's a strike.
And you see Maxwell leaning left, expecting Kinta to go to his right. Instead, he brought it back to his left and beat him far post. Beautiful strike.
You saw on the possession right before that when Greenbrier went forward, James Toombs created the great opportunity. He wasn't able to finish. Here, the break on the counter, Kinta then is able to finish. That pretty much epitomizes the game here.
Yeah, and as impressive as 4-0 is in the state finals, you've now got a hat trick for a man who's got 43 goals on the year, so not terribly surprising. But followed up a tremendous season with maybe even a more impressive state finals. 3 goals, a hat trick in the state finals for BK.
And the crowd loving it. Look at them jumping up and down. You see the Longhorn fans, lots of smiles, lots of clapping. Just an unbelievable effort. Great job by our camera guys, Kevin Miley, Todd Edwards, Chris Hill, to capture all these pictures. Doug First doing a great job directing. Jared Carlson, technical director. Allison Burke, graphics. Michael Hamilton, the audio and the replay. Phenomenal stuff, guys. So 18.5 minutes to go. It appears Lambert's looking at their first soccer state championship in just their 3rd year of existence. An amazing story. Chris Wilson probably can earn a college job right now if he wanted. At least as a head coach, because I believe he was in the college game as an assistant. What he has done with this program is absolutely sensational. There's Reed Norton, the throw-in. Future Golden Eagle. I think that's what they're called, right? Georgia Southern Golden Eagles.
I'll say yes.
The great running back Adrian Peterson back in the day, not the Chicago Bear one. Chad McArdle with a foul. Good little dummy move there to open that up. Here's Norton. Maybe a little frustration right there. You hope Greenbrier continues to play soccer and they don't get too frustrated. Foul back, not called, though.
Going back, Justin, to Coach Wilson, you know, you can't win without talent, but what's been so impressive to me about this Lambert team is how well it keeps its structure. And that is coaching. They always seem to be creating or have created space for each other. There's always an open man, and defensively they keep their shape very well also. It's just all around, their team game is so impressive.
And again, the midfield. I mean, the midfield is the glue to any team. I'm not saying the other parts aren't great. We've seen the forward Kinta do what he's done. We've seen the defense with Chris Reeves do what they've done. But the midfield's the rock. And they've won so many possessions, so many 50-50 balls. You see an example right here. And not only do they win them, but they do a little 1-2. They keep possession. They switch the field. They play just brilliant soccer.
Yeah, they really do.
And they possess, and then they go forward. When they get numbers, they go forward to Kinta. It's a great last resort. When in doubt, just send it to the 43-goal scorer.
And you got to give him a lot of credit. A lot of forwards, even the high-scoring ones, can get lazy at times. He is so active, always running off the ball, looking for through balls over the top. He's so fast, but active at the same time, and it makes him tough to stop.
It's an incredible skill to be a goal scorer. The first 2 goals look like they're easy, but to get yourself in that position is amazing in its own right. That's more impressive sometimes than the 18-yard half volley in the upper right.
It's a knack. I promise his 43 goals weren't all perfectly strike, you know, brilliant shots from 16 out. He knows where to be. It's a timing thing. Plays the ball well in the air.
And quickness and strength. He gets to the spot, and he keeps the defender off him, because don't think they're not trying to defend him. Don't think they're not doubling. Here comes Zambetti again. And a good job. He couldn't use his hands, so he kicks it away.
Well, it's a great example of knowing when to come out. And you said it's so aggressive there, because if he doesn't come out and win that ball, there's 2 Greenbrier players there. Both could go on goal.
Here comes Zambetti. He just runs so hard to that ball like a man possessed. That's his ball.
It's confidence and conviction.
And watch the replay again. Zambetti's coming off the line. Look how hard he's running to it. Knows he can't get it with his hands, and he does the next best thing.
And again, if he doesn't come up with that, it's a goal.
Yeah. Fight at midfield, won by Greenbrier. Luke Wechter, seen him, big number 7. He's going to come in for this one as well. And there's, you see the foul on Wechter. Maybe a color coming out. Yes, it is. I don't think he did that on purpose. I just think basically Caffaretta made a good move, and Wechter's momentum put him into there.
Yeah. Ball changed possession, and when one guy was going one way, the other went the other, and kind of got tangled up.
So we'll sit for a couple of minutes. We'll see Brendan Everett once again. We've been in this spot a lot. The service from midfield. Everett's had a couple of brilliant ones in the box. Zach Maxwell coming off his line, expecting it. And Everett tries to, I think he saw that too. He tried to go for the goal from midfield. So 14.5 to go. Lambert, a 4-0 lead. The state championship minutes away.
Still sort of keeping that 4-4-2, although they're really playing a 4-5-1 now. Is Lambert. Although they've sort of played a 4-5-1.
It sort of has been
the entire game,
yeah. It's Kinta up all the way. You can call it whatever you want. I mean, a soccer field's not that big. But whatever they want to call it has translated into success.
This is true.
So Greenbrier at least trying to get one on the board. Ruin that clean sheet streak of Michael Zambetti. A lot of room here at midfield. A lot of room at midfield right now.
Smart play there by number 12. I believe it's Coughlin again. Good idea to kind of hold that one up.
Yeah,
try to stop
Wu. Yeah, Zach Wu on the foul. But you saw Zambetti just throw it out there, and Greenbrier was caught up, creating a lot of green grass. Look at Kinta coming out. I think he wants to curl this in. He sees the far post, and he sort of mishit it there and fell a little bit. Kinta 3 goals already, looking for number 4 there. Cooper Coughlin with the other. The Wolfpack getting a little spread out right now. Throwing for the Wolfpack. Good job by the referee, Chad Williams. Set the tone early, did not call that penalty when I think he possibly could have. He's let these guys play. A couple of yellow cards. He's kept a good rate going here. Game getting a little bit sloppy right now. A little back and forth. There's Wechter. Little move. Fancy. Michael Harris. They go forward. Look at Toombs. The shot. Whoa. Corner not called.
Great look, far post. It looked like Zambetti probably would have had that. Looked like he had that corner.
Watch the replay though. James Toombs, he can't come down with it cleanly right there. It bounces on him. He still gets a good bounce.
But I still think Zambetti had that corner. Also, you see the importance of the first touch there.
Yes.
And I'm not sure both those guys went offsides. Although.
And remember, I'm sure most of you out there know the rule, but it's once the ball's kicked. So if they're onside when that ball's played, they could then look 10 yards off, but they're onside.
Right. That one was close.
And the old adage of even is on, even is off, how it switches every year. It's basically if a soccer playing body part is behind that second to last defender, you're offsides. If it's your hand, you're okay because you can't score with your hand.
But it could be a toenail.
It could be a toenail because you could score with that. Brian Thompson back in, number 2 for Greenbrier. They go forward. There's Wechter. Has some room, and he slows up. Luke Wechter harassed by Chris Reeves. Reeves just so good. Just so good.
Well, what Lambert's done so successfully is bring the double a lot of times, especially in the middle third of the field and in Greenbrier's attacking third. They've brought the double quickly, and they dispossess the opposition almost immediately and turn the other direction. They really haven't given Greenbrier any space on ball.
And you saw Zach Wu there. He had a little bit of a chance. He just miskicked it wide. So under 10 minutes to go. The crowd smelling a championship. You see both coaches. Coach Wilson, he won't smile till the clock reads zeros. But internally, I think he knows what's going on here. Greenbrier, though, they are pressing for that goal. They want to put one on the board. It's not an easy task, though. See Bennett in there. Kinta spreads it out wide, opens the field. Good job by the Wolfpack to win possession and get the throw in. Sort of a silence right now over the crowd. And here's Kinta, the giveaway, the one-on-one, the shot, number 4.
Unbelievable.
As lethal as can be, you cannot give him room. He blasts it once again to that lower corner.
I mean, he just sort of held up the defender with a couple fakes as if he was going to make a move, but all the while he's getting inching closer and closer to the net. Gets the angle he likes with Maxwell coming out of the goal. And you said it, I mean, not a lot of room for error.
You see the giveaway
there.
You see the giveaway. Now you see Kinta thinking about beating him. Now he's sizing up the shot, and he gets the angle. That's a world-class strike right there.
But he's always gaining ground, and if you're the defender, Brent Bon Jovi there, you've got to close out because you've got help behind you, and the last thing you can do, as you now see, is give him a shot from that close.
Well, I don't know if he has help behind him. That's the problem. If he gives way, he's afraid. He's respecting Kinta to get by him.
Yeah.
And then right from the 18.
I think he had help coming. I think you've got to close out on a goal scorer like that quicker. Either way, the difference between 4 and 5.
Yeah, that's a great shot, though. That is an unbelievable, from straight up on the 18. Just
low,
a phenomenal shot.
Side netting on the ground.
And they're going again. Can't get that first touch. Brent Bon Jovi, though, did a good job there.
Well, about 10 guys are hanging back for Lambert, and Kinta can run all day. So they just kind of kick it up there and let him go after it. And more times than not, he's been successful getting that soccer ball.
He can run all day, but let's see if he plays all 80 minutes here. Crowd loves that move, but in the end, it loses possession.
Great turn there.
Caffaretta just so quick. Caffaretta on top of this one, the great tackle. Spreads it out wide. Lambert flying around the field right now. My point before is, do you just pull a lot of your starters? Do you get the late ovation for Kinta and a couple other guys? Do you take maybe, I guess Zambetti wants a clean sheet. You see the foul there. But do you take some of your seniors out to an ovation? That's the only dilemma left, I think, for Chris Wilson.
Yeah, I mean, you bring up a good point. It gives the fans the chance to sort of congratulate them. If I'm on the field, I want to play the whole game.
Right. And I think that's what will happen. I think they will play the full 80.
It's worth noting, we've kind of alluded ad nauseum to how young this Lambert team is and how many opportunities they're going to have moving forward. Wow, another near goal from
Brendan Everett once again.
From far out. You know, this Lambert team is going to compete for years to come. That much is clear. On the other side of things, it isn't as if Greenbrier's losing this team. 2 freshmen start, 3 sophomores, and 3 juniors.
And here's Everett. Take a look at that as he goes to goal.
You're only losing 3 seniors from your starting lineup. Now, of course, one's Reed Norton, your best offensive option. The other's Zach Maxwell in net. Of course, Wechter. So you're losing 3 good ones, but this is a great program with a ton of youth. So don't be surprised if the Wolfpack are back here in this exact same position next year.
Good run there by Brian Thompson. Just ball did not get over. Just look at it this way, Scott. You play 11 on 11 on a soccer field. That's 22 players. There were only 5 senior starters on this field, as we see Toombs, and a great job by Zambetti right there using the chest. Only 5 of the 22 players, starters, were seniors.
Yeah, in 4A Georgia. I mean, it's not exactly like we're talking 1A,
no,
small state soccer.
No. That is, ridiculously impressive. You see Zambetti just taking his time. Every right to do that. 5.5 to go. It's a 5-0 Lambert lead.
And again, though, I want to make the point, it's not at all an indictment on the level of competition. It is purely an indication of how good these guys are at an early stage in their careers.
Greenbrier going forward. And right now the Wolfpack just looking for that elusive first goal. Build something for next year. They deserve to be here. They're a great team. They're just going to come up short today. And as you can see, make sure you buy a DVD of this championship or any championship right there at GHSA.tv.
Well, I can tell you, Kinta's parents are buying one.
Yes, yes.
Any Lambert fan, I imagine. Both coaching.
For college rules, though, make sure they buy one. We don't need any shenanigans. No gifts. Yeah, everything above board. 4.5 to go now. BK Kinta going forward again, looking for the bicycle. And the ref called a foul. I don't even think he kicked the leg up, but you want to put some icing on this cake. That could have been it right there.
And the ref called it a dangerous play. Either way, a creative idea there.
I think everybody was holding their breath collectively, thinking what could have just taken place. Everybody would then buy the DVD.
Yeah.
A lot of open space at midfield. Greenbrier sort of going to goal, looking to push for that first. And Toombs trying to go a little outside of the foot action there. Gets deflected for the corner. So a chance for Greenbrier. And a great season, the Wolfpack, 21-1, 13-0 in conference. Looking to put one in right here past Zambetti. That's headed away. Chip Warren's squad outscored their opponents coming into this game 98-16, 9 shutouts. And remember, they lost last year in the Elite Eight, 5-0 to Chattahoochee. Some revenge this year, so their program's improved. A lot of subs coming in and out. Crowd on its feet.
Looks like 2 Lambert players taken out of the game. I believe one was Fondos, number 16, who's a sophomore.
And Caffaretta also, another sophomore.
So none of the seniors, it's worth noting.
None of the 2 of them.
Neither of them.
Zambetti. Connor Cushman, by the way, hurt in the beginning of the year. He would have been a senior not playing here, hurt in the first game. He'll be going to BYU, though, so good luck to Connor.
Yeah, I believe he tore an ACL or had a knee injury and elected to not have surgery in an effort to come back and play. Made a couple of attempts. Either way, I'm sure he's going to enjoy getting a state championship ring.
Sure. Brendan Everett, the other senior.
Uh-oh.
We go forward. That's about all you could do right there in that situation.
Yeah, and nothing to hang your head about if you're Greenbrier. Now, the score got a little ugly late. And I think that was a reflection of Greenbrier pushing forward, trying to get the equalizers. Sure. And, of course, let a couple goals in as a result. But to go 20-2 in-state is amazing.
Oh, and Kinta with the shot. Maxwell's out of goal. The left-footed shot goes wide. So Lambert still pressing forward.
If you asked any coach, is this season a success, even if you don't win a state championship, everyone's answer would be yes.
And that's a good sign. You see Cushman right there, injured pretty much all year, able to play in this game here at the end. The knee brace on, and he almost was able to put one in. It's a good job there by Connor. Minute 23 to go. Clock stopped. Daniel Dodd, the junior, number 6, coming in for Greenbrier. It's good to see how Greenbrier kept their composure. Game got a little physical at one point. You just don't want to see chippiness. and a lot of frustration, and that's a good sign. Chip Warren kept his boys in check. They've played soccer the whole way. Reed Norton serves it in, and so fitting, under a minute to go, Michael Zambetti just eats that up, which he's done all game and all season long. And the crowd is on their feet right now. You see the principal right there of this 3-year-old school. Wow. You want to talk about pride.
I think they had a lacrosse state championship in 2011 as well.
And they'll have a chance to win one here this year also. 40 straight lacrosse wins.
Yeah.
I'd say it's a pretty good athletic program. Look at Kinta. He's going to goal. He's going straight to goal. And a great job coming back there.
Yeah, apparently this region, this area, awfully athletic at the high school level.
Yep, Zach Wu, good job coming back. Time winding down, you see it right there. The fans, most of them in black. And there it is, a well-deserved state championship for the Lambert Longhorns. The 5-0 victory over Greenbrier. The star of the show, BK Kinta, 4 more goals today, 44 on the season. A dominant performance from the home squad, and to the victor go the spoils.
Yeah, just too much possession in the middle of the field for Lambert. Also did an excellent job capitalizing on the opportunities they had. But
look at Kinta right there. That's great stuff. Great stuff, guys.
But I mean, I think to a certain extent, just a better team. So good at linking passes together. And on ball, creativity and touch on ball, just superior, at least tonight.
There's no doubt about it. Lambert deserved this win. They were the better team. I think if they play again, right now, it's not a 5-0 final. I think Greenbrier is a good team. I think it just happened that Lambert was able to cash in on their opportunities. But the Longhorns 23-0 now on the year, finish the conference 10-0. Chris Wilson in his 3rd year. What he's done with this program has been absolutely remarkable. The flag, the crowd, just a great high school scene. Let's just watch this. There's your senior, Brendan Everett.
Yeah, that's awesome. Kind of crowd surfing in celebration with his student body.
This is what it's all about.
And both coaches talk at length of the difference between the high school and club game. Well, that kind of captures it right there.
Well, Brandon Everett, if this was a club game, would be on his parents' shoulders.
Yeah.
And here's the replays of the game. There's the first goal. 10.5 minutes in, you see BK Kinta just capitalize on the mistake by Zach Maxwell. Take the 1-0 lead. Here's the second goal. Kinta again, watch him come into the screen. You see Deckard involved in that play, and Kinta right place, puts it in. That's what a goal scorer does.
Yeah, amazingly similar. You said it, at the right place at the right time, and opportunistic in his ability to be there and to finish.
So it's 2-0 at that point going to the half. Still a game. Greenbrier deserved to be here. Watch it again. You see the second goal again. Maxwell sort of can't get it. Deckard able to screen the ball. And number 7 puts in number 42 of the season. Then the corner, the great header, Cooper Coughlin. That's just priceless. That's world class.
Yeah, maybe the prettiest goal of the game, and sort of the icing on the cake there, because that third goal was the nail in the coffin. Like I said, Lambert never giving up more than 2 goals in a game. And here's the beautiful right foot finish. Right around Bon Jovi.
Kinta, though, what he did was they came on the 2-on-1. He backtracked. Instead of kept going to the goal, he created the lane, and he opened it up. Then you see here, he's just too good. Well, you're going to give him this, he's going to score.
He also pushed the ball right to open up the left post and got it on his right foot. And anytime, I mean, clearly anytime that ball's on his right foot and he's that close to net, he's going to go lower corner, and boy, does he do it effectively.
You almost have to sort of push him left and make him try and make him move back to right or go with his left. And there's Kinta. There's the 4-goal man, 44 on the year. The Gambian. That's great.
You really, you don't see it often in soccer, but you have to defend him with numbers. You can't defend him one-on-one because somebody has to close out. You've got to get into the ball and into his body. You can't give him space like that. And to do that, you got to defend him with numbers. And Greenbrier just wasn't able to control him tonight.
So your final score, Lambert, the state champions. They defeat Greenbrier 5-0. We'll be right back after a short break. 5-0 victory. Lambert with a 5-0 victory over Greenbrier. You see the runner-ups. The Wolfpack from Greenbrier, a valiant effort today. They finished the season 22-1. They're about to get their runner-up trophy right here. There's Reed Norton, the senior, number 10. And Luke Wechter, number 7. So congratulations to Greenbrier, their second championship appearance, or I should say first since 1999. And now the champions, the Lambert Longhorns. Right in the middle, the 4-goal scorer, Bakausu Kinta. And the senior, Michael Zambetti. 16 shutouts on the season for Zambetti. And there's that championship trophy. There's Brandon Everett with the trophy. Congratulations to Lambert. They are the 4A boys state champions. 4 goals from BK Kinta. Cooper Coughlin with the 5th. And in the end, the Longhorns, your champions, with the 5-0 victory over Greenbrier. Thanks again to everybody. Kevin Miley, Todd Edwards, Chris Hill on cameras. Doug First, a great job directing. Jared Carlson, technical directing. Allison Burke, phenomenal with graphics. And Michael Hamilton, the audio and the replay. Scott Janovitz, great job, my partner. For everybody, I'm Justin Hanover. Congratulations to the Lambert Longhorns, the 4A champs.